Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, and Southwest Suffolk County on Long Island. They, of course, serve the entire New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area with everything you need this upcoming winter, and that might include some rock salt. They are Long Island's largest rock salt source. If you can't find it where you are, you can find it at Omni, along with all the latest snow and ice melt products. New snowblower if you need one. Supplies to make sure you can get through in case the power goes out. That includes Generac generators and all the rest. 631-756-1125 for the best prices anywhere. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. We've got a busy day weather-wise going on, and we'll start off with the watches and warnings as of early this afternoon, coming up on 2 p.m. Eastern Time. In the Northeast, we've got wind advisories up now for southeastern New England, and this is for Wednesday. And I expect that we're going to probably see more wind advisories go up for Connecticut, more of Massachusetts, the Hudson Valley, down to Long Island, possibly even New York City and into New Jersey with this next approaching cold front. They were already up, by the way, in northern New York, northeastern New York, northern Vermont, and along the lakeshore. We have a sort of preemptive lake effect snow warning for north central New York for later Wednesday night into Thursday night, and winter weather advisories up in southwestern New York. This is not going to be an epic event like what we saw a little over a week ago, but there still will be some places could get up to a foot or more of snow out of this, which is a whole lot better than, say, 8 feet in some instances, or almost 8 feet. Elsewhere, we've got winter weather going on in a narrow band from northwestern Wisconsin, southeastern Iowa, down into Nebraska, where we have various winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in effect there. Winter storm warnings up in Washington State, which, by the way, includes Seattle, with watches surrounding that, and then down southward into western Oregon and northern California. Even some of the higher elevations near the coast will probably see some snow out of this, as well as those watches extending down into the Sierra Nevadas. So a little bit more of a wintry look to things here. We have a working tornado watch this afternoon in northeastern Louisiana and in through much of Mississippi. Flash flood watches to the south near the coast. And this is because we're going to see what looks like a serious severe weather outbreak as we go into this evening. We have a moderate risk of severe weather being indicated in parts of Mississippi and northeastern Louisiana, a fairly large area of enhanced and slight risk to surround that, and the marginal risk pushing all the way up into northern Indiana and northern Illinois. So this is a pretty impressive severe weather outbreak for the end of November. And for tomorrow, it doesn't look like we're going to have to worry about that in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic states. There's some marginal risk down in parts of southwest Georgia to the Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama to southeastern Louisiana. The general thunderstorm line pushing up into northern parts of North Carolina, but SPC not indicating any severe weather or any thunderstorm activity further to the north than that. This afternoon, looking okay. We've got some sunshine, some patchy clouds. You can see to the west the cloud cover across the lakes and back through the central plains. That little arc in the cloud cover telling you there's some energy there in the upper atmosphere. We also have tropical moisture that's coming in to the lower Mississippi Valley and central Gulf states, which is part of a deepening low that is running out to the northeast. And a quick check of the radar at the moment. Getting busy now as of 2 p.m. In parts of western Kentucky and Tennessee. You can see there's a few severe thunderstorm warnings that have gone out in northeast Mississippi, northwest Alabama, and a couple of tornado warnings already showing up in south central Louisiana. So more severe weather to come as we go through this evening. The radars in the northeast and mid-Atlantic states are on the quiet side. So we continue to see these weather systems just kind of marching along from west to east. And here's our system for tonight and Wednesday. See showers and heavy rains in Tennessee, into western North Carolina, Tomorrow morning, they push down into Georgia during the early morning hours and swing eastward. More showers up in Ohio, Pennsylvania, western New York. They'll swing through the east. You'll notice a lot of isobars here. The gradient's getting pretty tight. And this is why we're going to have strong south to southwest winds tomorrow with winds gusting to 40 miles an hour or more from the northern mid-Atlantic states and right up the Hudson Valley and points east up into New England and also in parts of western New York on the backside. This is where we get into some of that lake effect. Colder air comes in for Thursday and Friday. It's a quick cold shot because the next cold front is already moving in for the weekend and for Saturday particularly. So look for temperatures probably lower to middle 40s on Thursday with some sun and clouds and a gusty wind. Friday looks like a calm day with sunshine with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s for eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England down into northern Virginia. Then we'll be back up well into the 50s ahead of this front on Saturday with some showers as that goes by. Looks like the models want to do two bands of showers, one in the morning and another one coming in late in the day. Maybe there's a rumble or two of thunder with that. And that's followed by another shot of colder air and drier air that takes over for Sunday, only for that to go out and the next weather system and the next round of warm fronts and cold fronts coming through with more rain or showers getting in on Monday in the northeast and mid-Atlantic states and maybe even lasting into Tuesday as a developing wave goes by and heads up into New England. I think after that we'll probably see something more significant in terms of colder air. Weather in 5 is always brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. 631-756-1125 is the telephone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. So we're going to keep an eye on things this afternoon, of course, and tonight the Joe and Joe Weather Show will be on at 7:35 Eastern Time. If you missed last night's show, we did a special on the upcoming winter. We had guest meteorologist Tony Gigi retired from NWS Mount Holly in New Jersey, and NWS meteorologist and forecaster Bill Goodman, who comes out of NWS in Upton on Long Island, serving the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area. So they had some interesting thoughts about the upcoming winter. You can take a look at that. You can find it on my YouTube library. Have a great rest of your afternoon.